None of us really know. None of us really know.
I know.
No, I know. Perfect timing, Keith.
Keith, what's up?
Your favorite movie of all time, F9.
Oh, good.
How is there any other choice than Remember the Titans being number one?
I'm curious.
I'm spoiling mine, but
Well, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good, good
I'm
question,
not even
Brian.
done talking.
you shouldn't be talking at this point. Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Apocaflix Now. I am your host, Brian. I don't think I've ever hosted a Now. I think this is literally my first. Have I?
Yeah, a couple times.
If I have, it's been a dang long while.
It's been a minute.
But, yeah, we're here to go over some cool topics, that being the 1980s and, which movies are just the best. No controversy will be had whatsoever. It will be very clean all the way through. But with me, I've got some pretty cool people, my couple usuals, and a returning guest, possibly a takeover for someone that may have gotten married.
What? Breaking news.
Yeah, but I'll start with Jacob. How you doing?
I'm surviving, man. It's been a long 4 days because Friday night was Melissa's 30th birthday party, so that's my roommate. So I had that. So you know how that goes. Then we go to Jake's wedding on Saturday.
Just a little thing.
Sunday I spent all day in bed, and then Monday and Tuesday, today is my first real week back at work. So it's been a grind, but I'm ready to go.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Mr. Gio?
Oh, I'm great. I'm still smiling about, the weekend that was, Jake's wedding. If you guys follow any of us on Twitter or even Apocaflix on Twitter, you'll see a lot of outpour of love for our guy who is on his honeymoon right now. You better not be watching, okay? At least
he
okay?
is.
No,
he's
okay.
He
Put
is.
down the phone, okay? But yeah, it's it was just all around great, and great to see everybody. A lot of familiar faces, meet some new people as well. POV, Molly and Joe.
Yeah,
you guys
finally
awesome.
got to meet POV.
PJ, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Sean
They
Sullivan,
were all awesome.
you are dope, man. Yeah, so it was cool. I'm happy to be here tonight. Yeah.
Awesome. Mr. Dom, aka BigThunderMountain, for this maybe the next couple of weeks. How you doing?
BigThunderMountain. I'm doing good. I'm inside now. If you don't know, Northern California is hell. So
Bruh.
I'm inside and I don't want to leave ever again. But until tomorrow morning when the alarm goes off. But yeah, feeling good.
I feel you.
What's the weather right now in Sacramento? It's 90.
My watch says 104.
It's over 100.
4. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I was telling Molly and Jill and Alex and Sean that they literally left the day
They missed it. Yeah.
that hell started to appear, because we're back into the hundreds and they were in the low 90s, which if you know us, low 90s, it's okay, we can handle this. But
I'll take it.
Yeah. But yeah, as any of you have probably seen on any of Apocaflix's Twitter, our stuff, Jake got married, so he's going to be gone for a while, even though he's probably in the chat. So if you want to just let him know, congratulations, all those fun things, let him know.
Yes.
But
yes.
we are here to talk about some 1980s movies. But first, we got to get to the movie watching challenge.
Ba-da-ba.
Yeah. So we didn't have one last week because Keith had yet to watch Lawrence of Arabia. He has watched it. He will be shooting. Well, I think it's already done, but that review will be coming this week. He is not here because his daughter has a volleyball game, but he has given me all of the info So let me go ahead and get that going. I've got like 19 different arms doing 100 different things tonight.
You need an assistant, Brian.
I know. But the person he challenged is in this room, obviously. It is
In
going
your
to
room?
Be, not my room, on the
Oh.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be Dom. And in this case, it is Mr. Bartley.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have
I'm
been
back on the
challenged.
wheel.
You are back on the wheel, my good sir. And he has given me his 4 movies, as well as our wild card that is on there. So let me pull this up. I made a Apocaflix colored themed wheel.
Oh, nice.
So his 4 movies that he has in the rotation are American Gangster, Lost in Translation, Swingers, and The Faculty. Okay.
Oh, I
Okay,
am
so-
pulling for one.
We have to remove one of them.
All right. What is
The
it?
Faculty, I've seen it. But I don't
Okay,
even think
easy
that's on my list. I think Keith just randomly thought of that.
Okay. Well, easy enough. Now you have
Yes.
one less, but still.
We'll talk about The Faculty later, Keith.
Yeah, but it's still solid rotation. But with
Yes.
that, let's go ahead and see if you get to pick your movie or if it's picked for you.
I'm excited for any of these.
Oh, I'm pulling for one movie. Come on. Oh.
Okay.
I'll
So
take it. I'll take it.
Swingers is clearly what won. I have never heard of this movie. I've heard of the action, but I've never heard of this movie. Anyone? No?
Yeah. John
It's
Favreau,
Vaughn,
right?
John
And
Favreau. Yeah.
Vince Vaughn. Yeah,
Vince Vaughn, yeah. And who
Okay.
did John Favreau write it too, or was that somebody else who wrote it? It's
He may have written it.
like
Let me
somebody
double check.
relevant wrote it. Yeah.
Somebody relevant. Wow.
So it might have just been him.
Watch the writer be like what's his name? Aaron Sorkin. Like, damn, somebody relevant.
Well,
Yeah,
Doug
just like one of
Lyman
those, like,
directed
other
it. Yeah,
shit.
John Favreau. So Doug
He
Lyman directed it. And
Wow.
John Favreau, written by John Favreau, starring John Favreau, Vince Vaughn, and Heather Graham. And look, I know about this movie. I know it's considered like a comedy classic. So I'm excited to watch it. I'm a big fan of everybody involved. So I'm totally down for this.
Is this the same Doug Lyman who did Edge of Tomorrow? And
Yeah, it is.
what a different movie.
That's crazy, huh?
American Made, Edge of Tomorrow, and something else. He was-
If you
Man.
Vince Vaughn and John Favreau look so young in this.
Yeah.
He did
Obviously,
one of the
it's
Bourne
like
movies too.
yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, he born
did.
the
It's like-
first Born Identity. Yeah,
I want
This
to
movie's
say
like
the first
25
one,
years
yeah.
old. Yeah.
25 years old, man.
Yeah,
Jacob,
he did
I was-
Born oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one were you pulling for?
I was pulling for Lost in Translation
I had a
because I know
feeling
you're a
that was
big
what you were saying.
ScarJo fan, and
Yeah.
for me, it has one of the funniest scenes in cinema history. But I'll let you figure that out if you've seen the movie. So
Oh wow. He directed Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Edge
love
of
that.
Tomorrow. Edge of
Okay.
Tomorrow.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
supposed to do the Splinter Cell with Tom Hardy, but whatever.
Interesting. So I'm excited to watch this. Look at some Doug Lyman roots. It was his second movie ever, so we'll see.
Fair enough. All right. So, a couple little news topics before we hit our 1980s topic. The first one being that Dune, the Sisterhood, has begun casting. So, for those of you that don't know, Dune is doing a prequel spin-off of the Bene Gesserit, which are those like little crazy witch people in the beginning of the movie that Oscar Isaac is. Wait, were they married or was he just like a concubine type situation? I can't remember. It's been a while.
Well, his wife came from there, right? Rebecca.
Were they
Ferguson.
married though?
Yeah, him and Rebecca Ferguson,
Yeah,
weren't they?
I can't remember.
Well, she's his mom, right? So
Yeah,
pretty,
well, you
I'm
can
pretty
have
yeah.
babies without being moms.
I know,
Jacob.
but look, I'm no Dune expert, and I don't know, Dom, do you know more than me? Like, I'm a very casual fan, but I'm pretty
I mean,
sure
I don't know if they ever
she's
said.
yeah, she came from them, like
Yeah.
whatever that group is, and he
Yeah.
married into it, but she's still connected to that witch group. And then the lady who he sticks his hand in the thing and she's doing that to him, like it's those witches, right? Or
Yep. So
Yeah.
it says that it follows the Bene Gesserit, which is a religious and quasi-magical order of female witches within Dune canon. Okay.
Is Charlotte Rampling going to be in it? That's the character
okay.
we're talking about.
Go ahead, finish.
I was saying Charlotte Rampling plays the character that Jacob was talking about, where he sticks the hand in the box and he's kind of like the head.
Yeah, she's
the
from
group.
Dexter, right? She's the
Yeah.
I think you were the one who pointed that out to me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it has given.
I don't think there's a confirmation on it.
I've seen that it can go as far as 10,000 years before to it's like the establishment of it. I find that hard to believe if it's that far, but either way, it's pre our Dune movie that we just saw. First 2 episodes are going to be directed by Johan Renck, Swedish director. He did 5 episodes of Chernobyl, 3 episodes of Breaking Bad, and Vikings.
That's a prolific fucking resume right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a good sign. It's even more of a good sign that this project is moving forward, given what David Zaslav and has been trying to do with reshaping HBO Max and Warner Bros. Discovery. Like, this is definitely a good news. This means that they're loving what they're seeing so far in the development of Dune Part 2. And the fact that, they're getting casting along means they have a story. There are reports about it could focus on a younger version of, Lady Jessica, played by Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah. Or, it could go even deeper than that. But the fact that this is even in development right here is just good news overall for the Dune franchise. Just a franchise that, was successful, but like by David Zaslav standards, and nothing was safe. But this is good news for me. So, yeah.
Agreed. Dom, were you a big fan of Dune? Care about this?
Yes, I mean I have no idea that this was a thing, but
okay.
Yeah, I loved Dune. I think that actually was my favorite movie of. Dang, was that 2 years ago already?
It was last year, right?
Yeah.
Last year.
No, last year. Sorry.
I was going to say, it can't be that long.
It just feels like very long ago.
These past 3 years feel like,
an eternity.
Like, so forgive us.
So, yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I knew there was going to be a sequel, but I didn't know they were branching off for anything else. So, yeah, I'm interested. I don't want oversaturation, obviously. I don't think they need to flood HBO Max with Dune series, but yeah, I'd check it out for sure.
Fair. Gio?
Oh, back to me.
Sorry. You did yours, but continue. Sorry, Jacob, if you want, Gio, if you have something more.
Go ahead, Jacob, and then I'll circle.
Well,
back.
I mean, other than the small details that we revealed, we don't know much else about it. I mean, they're casting, so it's interesting that. So I know Dune didn't make a ton of profit, but it did okay, and I just think that the creators, the people in charge know, okay, we're not dumb. Dune was a great movie. Denis Villeneuve has something special here, so let's just let him continue with this franchise. So I think it's interesting that this is the first spin-off story that we're getting. Like, maybe they continue to play an integral part in the bigger Dune storyline, so it gives us a better understanding of them going forward. So I'm excited. I'm definitely going to check it out. HBO Max is going to have a lot of high profile things, and this is going to be one of them. So I'm all for it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all in for the craziness of Dune. You mix hopefully some new better Game of Thrones on there. You have like that stuff going. Maybe we get DC on the right track. They have some properties that could definitely keep
and
this
wait,
thing
so
going.
his power, Paul's powers come from his mom,
Her
who
side,
comes from
her
this
side. Yeah.
I don't know what the witch tribe or whatever they're called.
Which is
Well,
so in a way, it's kind of like we're gonna learn more about his abilities and what
Possibly,
more
yeah.
stuff he could possibly do too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, give him more context, which is, like what I've always felt about these streaming services is if you do these spin-offs, it only further deepens the lore that's being presented on, the big screen. So I'm all for these spin-offs, and help me out, Brian, and those Dom. The pronunciation is Benny
Jesuit.
Gesserit.
Jesuit, yeah.
Jesuit. And they're described from what I'm reading here, a religious and quasi-magical order of female witches within the Dune canon. They're like Jedi, but all women and super secretive. So that sounds very fascinating. The fact that you're doing I would assume 6 to 8 episode, series where you're going to dive deep into this and hopefully get people even more invested. Like Dune was a success, but I think a lot of people will come across to it to where Dune Part 2 will be even a bigger hit because the first one was so good and so many people gave it a chance. Part of that is the marketing, the fact that you included Zendaya so much in the marketing. Great job. Honestly, look, they're doing what I wish they would have done for the Amazonians, with DC and Wonder Woman. Because remember that spinoff? Like, I'm happy to see that an IP is getting the spinoff that it deserves. So we'll know more information. It's just good to know that this is moving forward. So,
did you say that the showrunner from Chernobyl is doing this show?
Director of 5 episodes. Yeah.
I think there was only 5 episodes. It was like a limited series.
I think it was. I want to say it was like 8, wasn't there? Or am I wrong? I could be wrong.
Well, either way, he directed most of it. Either way,
it was like 5 or 6. I would say 6 tops.
Yeah.
But like, now that I'm thinking about it, like what Gio just said, there's only 5. Okay, what Gio just said was, they're kind of like a secret society and a lot of secrets and political kind of cover-up stuff, which is what made Chernobyl so good. Was all the political covers up, trying to keep, that all quiet, that the gas or, the nuclear leak wasn't that bad. And that's what made the show so interesting and so, like, captivating. And seeing what he did in 5 episodes of that, and I'm guessing he'll have way more money and way more time. I've talked myself more into it just on that.
I mean, honestly, to me, some of the best part was those crazy witches, like at the beginning, like that screaming box. You're like sitting there, like, what the hell is going on? I personally wanted to know more. I dig in. I'm in. I know I sent it to Jake while he was on the honeymoon, and I got an expletive back. So he's excited.
Yeah, now that, because sometimes it takes us talking through these things for me to get excited about it. And now I'm like, wait a minute, that's where he, like, half of his specialness comes from, is from this. Yeah. So it's gonna play a huge part. So I'm excited.
You better believe Denis Villeneuve is gonna be very involved in this project.
He better
executive producer. Sometimes we're like, no, what does that even mean? No, like this is gonna heavily tie into what he's trying to do with this Dune franchise. So yeah, that's even more reason to be encouraged and at least looking forward to this project.
Yeah, as long as I see his name is attached to it, I'm in.
I agree.
It's like Matt Reeves, being involved in the Penguin, spinoff. It's like, totally.
No questions asked. Just I'm on that train.
Yeah, I agree. Next one is that Deadline is reporting that Big Thunder Mountain is getting a movie, the ride at Disneyland and Disney World. And the movie is set to be directed by Bert and Birdie, who did 3 episodes of Hawkeye and 2 episodes of Our Flag Means Death. Thoughts?
Okay. Well, the most informative thing I could say from my point of view is that, like Disney's track record with this is based on a ride, right?
Yeah, it's the train ride that is the
so what
hill.
they've done in the past with Disney and live action based on rides. I think about Pirates of the Caribbean and how successful that was.
Keep in mind that you're getting a new Haunted Mansion movie, I think next year or this year.
Yeah, with Owen Wilson. Yeah, he signed on like immediately after Loki wrapped. It was like he had such a great time on that. So looking forward to that as well. So you think about Pirates of the Caribbean and say what you will about Jungle Cruise. I haven't seen it, but the consensus is it's a fun movie and people did enjoy it. Yeah. And, Tomorrowland, again, another movie I haven't seen, but you can go back and forth with that one. So their track record, Disney's track record with, things based off of stuff in their theme park, it is positive. It's not perfect, but it is positive. So, I mean, I don't know. It could be another fun Disney adventure, maybe a franchise. It just all depends on, how they go about it and who they cast,
I mean, am I safe to assume that it's going to be like a lighthearted, like funny type thing?
It's probably going to be like Jungle Cruise, like that same tone. Yeah.
But a Western. That's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah. Do we want it / interested?
No.
Jacob. No idea. They literally just announced that it was happening today. You know what's funny that you said that, Jacob or Dom? That actually might not be a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be more partial to watching it at home, just like there we go. Then I'm not gonna drive myself to a movie theater to go see that.
That's fair.
Not like sight unseen. Yeah.
Now it depends. If Disney convinces like Leonardo DiCaprio to star in it, okay. Now all of a sudden I'm gonna watch it. But that's not gonna happen.
Jon Favreau directs it. It's like, oh shoot.
There's not many actors where like they're in that movie. I have to see it. Like if they get one of those people, then cool, I'll see it. But I just look here's my reservation, and also if they had creators on board that I was excited to watch their work, Bert and Birdie. The more I think about Hawkeye, the series, the more I dislike it. I try to there's elements of it that I like. Kate Bishop was awesome. I like Jeremy Renner in it. I love Yelena in it. But the last few episodes of the show were just so silly to me, and the more I think about it, I don't like it. And they didn't direct all the episodes, right? They directed some of them. Yeah, and I remember looking at it, and all 3 of their episodes were the ones I didn't like, and so and it had like this goofy Disney feel, like to where I would imagine the tone of this movie being. So I don't necessarily think the combination of them with a property that I'm already not interested in makes me like double not interested. So yeah.
Okay, so
but,
they actually
I'll watch
directed
it on Disney Plus.
The 2 highest rated ones, 2 of the 3 highest rated ones. Ronin, which was number 5, Echoes, which is number 3, and I don't know where the other one went. So whatever. I don't know. I mean, I kind of, now that Dom put the streaming idea in my head, now I'm kind of like, okay, I hope it does that.
Yeah, I just that like Hawkeye just didn't impress me. And what was their other work?
Our Flag Means Death. Type
okay. I haven't seen that. I've heard good things about that.
I mean, it's way too early, guys. I mean, I can't fault anyone for not really being excited about this. We'll have to see who they cast.
Yeah.
Director, and even that might not even be enough. We'll wait till the first trailer gets out, and then we'll be like, oh wow, that was pretty interesting. Like, how many people were excited about Pirates of the Caribbean, when it was announced. I mean, I don't
True.
even remember the first time it was announced, but
They're not wrong.
what a surprise that was, But then on the flip side, you think about that first trailer for Tomorrowland and how incredible that was, and then
And that had George Clooney.
how disappointed people were when they actually saw the movie, and it was like, wow, like, I've based on what I've heard, so
That's fair. Last little. I know we were. Dom, did you have one last thing?
No, I mean, I was just thinking if it's literally just Jungle Cruise in the West, the only reason I think Jungle Cruise worked is because like the rock factor of it all.
Yeah.
So you don't really have someone to carry it, and if it's just going to be a bunch of, CGI green screen, and they're not actually like some real set design to put me in the feeling of like a Western, then I'm not poo. Like I'm
Get
just
Carl
whatever.
Urban to star in it, then you got my attention.
Right?
You, sir, have my attention now.
Well, this is Rachel in the chat saying, Rachel says people were laughing when Pirates was announced.
I'm sure they were, too.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, I remember it. Okay, we were trying to figure out which one was more important, but let's just get this one just really quickly. Reports that there are going to be that New Line Cinema is trying to get a DrEvil movie off the ground. Do we want it? Yes or no?
Do we want it? I would say yes. Didn't they do a Super Bowl commercial like in the last 2 years for that?
With DrEvil, yeah.
That got a lot of people talking right there on social media, and it's still a beloved characters. Austin Powers, DrEvil. What, almost 20 years later since Goldmember, and
don't age us,
I mean, it all depends, right? I mean, on what kind of story they're trying to tell, and
it would be. I think I read it. It would be they would try to go for a young, like a before Austin Powers.
Sure, yeah, like a younger DrEvil, obviously, but also like what kind of comedy are they going to go for too? I doubt they could use the same comedy that they did about 20 years ago.
That's true.
And you got to factor that in. If you're trying to pull Mike Myers out of, he's been largely out of the spotlight. He's done things for like SNL 40th anniversary and Super Bowl commercials and appearances in Bohemian Rhapsody, but he's been out of the spotlight for the most part. Like it would take a lot to get him back in.
He does his little cameo type roles, like Bohemian Rhapsody and all that.
I can't imagine we would see Mike Myers in the role of DrEvil. Like I think he's way too. I'm sorry, I think he's way too old to play a young DrEvil. Like you'd have to get somebody else. But I don't know. I could be wrong. What do you guys think?
I don't think you do it unless he's the one doing it.
I was gonna say it has to be Mike Myers, like it, and they didn't say yet, right? Did they say whether it's just young? Yeah.
No, they just said it. That
if it's not Mike Myers, then I don't care, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
It has to be Mike Myers because I miss him as a performer. I know he had his reasons for stepping away and all that, but I mean, I love the Austin Powers franchise. It's something I grew up with, so there's nostalgia there for me. But yeah, if they're doing like, who would they get to star in it? Like I'm sure they could do a good job, but like, no, I can't see that without Mike Myers.
Agree. John?
Yeah, I don't want it if Mike Myers isn't involved, and it doesn't really seem to fit him coming back and playing a younger version of himself. I've seen the rumors that they were trying to get something going with the new Austin Powers venture. I didn't realize that's what they're landing on. But yeah, I don't need a spin-off of that kind of storyline. I think it'd be more interesting if he got brought back today and having to, I mean, he can't, his mojo wouldn't work anymore, like that's, that'll get him in trouble. So like, I think that's more interesting if he's gonna try something like that. But yeah, I mean, last few things we've seen him in, it's more of a comedic part in a more serious movie. Like the two times I can think of Inglourious Bastards and then Bohemian Rhapsody. And he's gonna be kind of a similar character in an upcoming movie, but I know he's gonna be in another movie where it's I think he's gonna be in the David O. Russell movie, right? That
I think you're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up.
I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead.
pull the names, but I remember seeing the commercials like the last time I went to the theaters. So like I don't know, it's kind of he's got his little. He just picks and chooses his projects, which is cool. He's getting good parts.
Amsterdam.
He's not oversaturating. Amsterdam, yeah, with Christian Bale and Margot Robbie and all them.
Another stacked cast.
List is insane. Yeah,
Agreed.
we could spend the rest of the show just reading the cast, but yeah, it seems like he's. I mean, if he wants to come back and do it, I'm sure someone would find him the money to pull it off.
Easily.
I think he's got one more Austin Powers movie in him. I don't think. Yeah, I'm just a feeling. I got nothing to back that up, but I think like when you think about Mike Myers, the first thing you think of more than anything is Austin Powers, and I think there's still a craving for that, a hunger for that, and I'd be interested to see. Maybe it could be him just like in a time machine. He goes back in time. Maybe he goes to present day, and it's just like, oh crap, that could be something interesting. Like just
yeah.
The way the world is, right?
Yeah,
we forget there's time travel in this world.
There's everything.
When's the last time you got one of those movies where you got one guy playing 4 parts? Like he does in Austin Powers, or like
in a
Eddie Murphy
while.
and Night Professor. Like they've kind of, it felt like there was one of those every year for a while, and now it's
After the Adam Sandler one,
he
people
played
said no more.
Jack and
and
Jill.
Jill,
Or whatever.
yeah.
Oh
my
that's
God.
probably the last one I could think of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hollywood
Like,
said
that-
no
that
more
might be
after
like a
that.
decade ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the last one I can think of is where Tom Hardy played twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a comedy.
I can't even think.
I guess more for comedic effect is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, and they play more than 2 roles though in those movies.
Oh,
Like
Eddie Murphy,
Eddie Murphy.
coming to America.
yeah,
Well, I mean, it was a small part, but the
that's
barbershop
true.
scene.
He
Yeah.
brought all those characters back. Yeah, he brought. Yeah.
but we haven't seen an original one in a while. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, it is that time. We are going to make our way through the amazing decade of the 80s that only one of us on the screen lived in for 4 months. But yeah, so how this works for our viewers, we each have created a list of movies, one for each year of the decade of the 1980s. So we have 1980, 81, so on, all the way to 89. We are going to not review. Excuse me, that's not the word.
Yeah, full reviews of all the movies.
God, absolutely not. Reveal was the word I was going for God's sake. So we are going to reveal each of our choices, and then we are going to try to calmly pick the best movie of that year. I do have Keith's list, but no one else knows each other's. We're going to try to vote it out if need be. We can't vote for our own unless someone else has the same movie, because there's guaranteed to be a couple that we have the exact same on.
Yeah.
So obviously, like I said, we're going to start at 1980, make our way through 89, and we are planning on doing this as a series. So we are going to do the 80s, the 90s, the zeros. Is that what they're called? The zeros?
The aughts.
Zeros? The aughts? Yeah, whatever.
That's
2000
what
to
people-
2009.
I don't make it
Yeah.
work.
The 2000s,
And then-
right? Or would you?
Is it the 2000s? Just
Yeah.
2000?
Yeah, it's the 2000s.
And then
yeah.
the 10s. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's weird. So yeah, so it will be a series. We're doing 40 years worth. Yeah, like I said, there will be no controversy whatsoever in this. And these are our lists. These are all subjective. Don't come for our heads if one of my movies somehow sneaks its way into the best year of whatever year it is. But
Hey, tell them they can send all the hate mail to me. If they find my social media account, they can send it to me.
Yes.
If you can find
They'll
Dom,
find my MySpace from 10 years ago,
Mhm.
15 years ago, probably.
That's good. God,
yeah, Bake Jerlin on Twitter.
At Qui-Gon Jake with
2
3
ends because
ends.
someone stole it. So yeah. So like I said, we're gonna start with the 1980s. I'll go first because Gio went to go get a refill.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I just off the top, like, was there a year in here where you're like, dang, this is my weakest year as far as like movies you've seen?
There were years that I went, I haven't seen a movie.
82.
Okay.
82 for me was.
Okay.
I haven't seen a lot in 82. Yeah.
I marked that as one of my weaker years.
87 for me.
Oh, 87 is like one of the strongest years.
Yeah, well, I know.
Well,
I will say this. I started to make a list of like, shit, I need to watch these movies. Like, it's bad that I haven't seen these ones.
Well, hey, more movies to add to your list.
Yeah.
I know.
For me, it's kind of a mixture of both, because when you grow up in a house with one TV, you kind of subjected to watch, a lot of movies, and going through each year, I was like,
Mary
I've seen
Kate
that,
and
I've seen
Ashley
that, I've
movies.
seen that.
All of them.
But there are movies I have not seen, and we'll get to it, and I'm prepared to be crucified on this chat once we get to it. There's a few big hitters. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I haven't seen that. Damn it.
Wait till you see Keith's. Keith's, I'm like, excuse me? There are some that you blatantly omit, and I can't wait. But I did make a snazzy little colorful chart for us. Here we go. So this is our little chart that we're going to be going off of. I'll start with mine. And I feel like, come on, we should all have this one.
Wait, time out. Over under in the chat. How many of us picked Star Wars movies in this decade?
I picked
over
at least
under
one.
You gotta go
Over under
3.5, 4.5.
How many of these boxes say Star Wars? I'll put the over under 6.
Over 6. There's only 2 movies. Oh, you mean combined?
Like these boxes right here.
Got it. I'll go under.
Okay. Over under 6. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. Let's go.
Okay. So mine is Empire. I mean, plain and simple.
Okay. I'm not gonna waste any time. Empire Strikes Back for me. And I know some of you are saying, Star Wars, what the hell? No. This is widely revered as arguably the best Star Wars movie. And so, but Jacob?
Surprisingly, no, I'm just kidding. Well, mine is The Empire Strikes Back. I don't know what Empire Strikes Back
That's
is.
not a movie.
Yeah, what's ESB?
No one calls it TESB. Okay.
It is
ESB.
It's Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
is that yours,
there
Dom?
we go. Yeah.
George Lucas's. Yeah, that is mine. I mean, come on.
Okay,
let's keep it to ourselves here.
All right. So this is Keith going full bananas, and he went Raging Bull.
I thought someone might.
I get it. I get it. It makes sense if anybody knows Keith, Scorsese and Raging Bull. I get. Okay, I said it. I have not seen Raging Bull. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what it is. So.
And I love boxing, and I haven't seen Raging Bull. Damn it! Ugh.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, Keith loves Scorsese. So this is no surprise. I mean, actually, I'm a little surprised, but
yeah. Are you a little surprised that?
I was thinking it was going to be a Shining, maybe. someone would pick this out.
Shining's up there, but let me say something about Shining. I watched it way too late to where it wasn't as scary as it probably would have been had I seen it maybe at a young age. So I mean,
It's
I'm
still
sorry,
pretty
I'm
damn
not
scary.
no. Yeah, I'm not taking away like the setting that Stanley Kubrick sets up and paints and stages. It's just oh man, I work in a hotel, so it's just like goddamn, like yeah, it's just
Every time
yeah.
you see twins, you're like, no, I quit.
Dumb. No joke. When I first came back to the hotel, right when I was allowed to come back, and there were still floors in the hotel that were shut down. No lights in the hallway, nothing. It was quiet. It was dark. It was cold. And it was just like, man, this is The Shining.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's more about the setting.
Gio, I'm going to let you kick off 1981.
No.
Okay,
Yep.
so I know 1981 is the year that Superman 2 came out, and hey, DC, no brainer. But it's not the year that the Donner Cut came out. So I'm going with, based on the rules, I got to go Raiders and the Lost Ark. Sorry, I love that movie, and I rewatched it a few years back, and man, it's so good. So good. So I mean, come on now. Yeah. Breaking
Mr.
news, Raiders is good. So
Right. Mr. Bartley?
Yeah, so I gotta double check something because I thought Superman 2 came out in 1980, but let me see. Let me just make sure my movie came out in 1981. Okay, so my movie did come out in 1981, and it's not Raiders of the Lost Ark. It is an animated film. Can anybody guess what it is?
No, I wasn't born yet.
I can't. Go ahead.
No.
It is a Disney film. It is one of the most underrated animated Disney films of all time, and that is The Fox and the Hound.
I hate
Freaking
that movie.
Love that movie so much.
That's a
It's
powerful
must
movie.
do. It needs to be
Yeah.
talked about more among the Disney greats.
I hate that movie. It's so sad.
The bear was terrifying.
Yeah.
No.
I know
Scary-
Jake would have
scary
my
in the
back
room.
if he was here.
He'd have your back as
No,
like,
he
yeah,
wouldn't
it's a great
choose-
movie, but there's
me,
absolutely no way in hell he's picking anything
No,
other than Raiders.
He
of the
would at
Lost Ark.
least be like, agree with me that it's a great movie. He wouldn't choose it over Raiders. Heck no.
No.
Of course not.
Mr. Dom.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. This is
You guys are going to learn something about me during this episode.
all right. Keith also went with Raiders, and I also went with Raiders.
Of course.
So, Jacob, I think you're beaten on that one.
Oh, I have no problem. I already submitted when I did the research. I was like, I already know what this year's going to be. So it's all good.
Shockingly, I've seen that one. Okay, so this one, we might get some change, I feel like, around. So
This year was interesting.
Jacob, start us off.
Okay, so oh my goodness, there's so many. I still was deciding last minute on this year, but I'm gonna, and no one's gonna choose this movie because there's movies that are huge classics right above it. But I'm gonna go with The Thing.
Okay.
For John Carpenter's
That's a solid
The Thing.
choice, man. Yeah.
I watched this movie for the first time in my horror class. I took a horror movie class at Sac State, and we watched all the films from the old Dracula 1940 movies all the way up to modern day. And we watched two versions of The Thing, and I love this movie. It's so good.
Okay. Mr. Dom.
So I will say The Thing is actually my biggest omission on my list. I have not seen it, and I know that it would compete.
nice.
It would compete. I know it would. So I have that one starred. I have it written down. This is the one I haven't seen, and I knew it might come up. This is actually the toughest one for me. This could change on a whim. I'm gonna go. How I'm feeling at the moment. I'm going the King of Comedy.
Nice.
That's how I'm feeling at the moment.
Okay. Heath went Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan.
Of course.
We got some
Of
variation.
course.
Here we go.
There we go.
I went with Rocky 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Mainly, I feel like because mainly if I remember correctly, I didn't see a lot of movies in this year, so I went for the one. I was like, I've seen that one.
Hey, Brian, it does have a pretty badass opening. Eye of the Tiger, and like Stallone is enjoying life as a champion, getting all these, soft fights. Meanwhile, Mr. T is getting ready to his ass.
I will say
Hey,
this.
Curtis, Thunder Lips.
Yeah.
To
I will
all
say
my
this.
ladies out there, Thunder Lips is here.
So yeah, the fact that we don't have
No, you're
ET.
fine.
I love that movie.
I love how this movie ended. And I usually hate those types of movies that end like that. I loved how this movie ended. So that's why I also picked it as well.
They're having their rematch, and you don't know how it ends, and then it transitions into a painting, and man, yeah, no, I feel you, yeah.
Okay, so then Gio, what is yours?
Real quick, Rachel, I see you in the chat about Superman 2. Do you not prefer the Donner cut over the Richard Lester cut? Let me know. But for me, two movies really stood out. And again, this subjectively speaking, so I went with First Blood.
That's what you picked?
Nice.
First Blood.
Nice.
Sylvester Stallone.
Rambo.
Now a close second and a complete contrast was An Officer and a Gentleman. I just got to give that movie a shout out.
Nice.
And just my mom loved that movie. I again grew up with one TV in the house and had to watch it, but it is really a good movie. But for me, First Blood, I love Stallone's performance in this. I love the commentary on the way veterans are treated, and it's very relevant, and just what he's subjected to when coming back from all he's known as war, and what he does to show that he is a very dangerous weapon and don't mess with him. One of the standout scenes of all of movies in the 80s, when he's talking to I can't remember if it's his general or something, and he goes, "Nothing is over," and he goes on this whole rant. And it's as far as like a scene goes, it's one of Stallone's best scenes in all of his filmography, where he just has a breakdown and just he's not good enough. And for me, it's First Blood. So
fair enough. For everyone freaking out about ET, I've never seen ET.
Yeah,
so
Brian.
That's why
I knew that.
on my
Brian's
list.
never seen it, and then it's crazy. And Dom, I've never seen The King of Comedy. I need to watch it. If I see, I wouldn't be surprised if it surpasses The Thing for me, to be honest. But
And I wouldn't be surprised if The Thing. I just felt like this was the one year where nothing jumped out at me like, boom, this is your favorite movie.
Yeah.
I had to really think about this one. I mean, we didn't even talk about Blade Runner.
Yeah,
I almost picked that one. That's what I almost picked, because that was the only other movie I had seen other than Rocky 3. But I was like, I like Rocky 2 a little bit better.
But I have seen The King of Comedy more recently than I have seen Blade Runner, the original. So maybe that has something to do with it. And then ET's great. ET's great. We're talking about best move. These are when you're not picking your favorite. This is a third round pick, still a million. Or a number 3 overall pick. That's still a millionaire, right? In my book. So
true.
It's top tier movie.
And
I was gonna say Jacob, you've talked about The Thing before.
Mm-hmm.
Dom, you said you haven't seen it. Zach, I see you in the chat saying I need to watch The Thing. It is one of those movies that I've heard of quite a bit. That it's
I tried to squeeze it in before we started, and I hit play, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to finish it before we hop on. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right,
And
I'll
it's
watch
not
it.
worth it if you don't finish it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, hey, I watched half the movie. It's really good. It would be number one, but
Yeah.
didn't.
Brian, I think it's actually like for horror, you'd be okay with it. Like it's not gory. It's more like
No, I don't think so either.
It's more suspenseful. Yeah.
And the
Okay.
I've been
practical
working my way
effects
through some
are
John
just-
Carpenter lately, so
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Brian, this is where we have to choose one that's
So-
not our own, because the
Oh
first
my
2
goodness.
years have been mostly like, okay, majority
Yeah,
wins.
they were unanimous or synonymous for the year. Yeah, I had it as we had to pick one for pick someone else's movie as which one they would fight as the better. If anyone thinks they have a better idea. My problem for me is in this range, I don't know jack crap about any of you guys' choices.
Okay,
That's where I become useless.
but based on like what you've heard about these movies, like which one would you go with? Like, what would be your
Which one would I want to watch first?
sure?
Probably The Thing.
Okay,
right,
so
Brian.
Brian goes The Thing. What about you, Jacob?
Well, I
Or
think Dom, did you have an idea?
well, I was gonna say, Brian, did you watch Joker and did you like Joker?
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah.
You'll
Yeah,
really like
yeah.
my movie.
It's
let me
very.
look at
I
it.
heard it's very heavily influenced.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
while Brian, because we can't spend too much time on this, but Dom, what would you go with if you had to pick a
Because I
movie
haven't-
other than your own?
Because I haven't seen it, I can't go The Thing, but I like really want to. So I'm gonna go First Blood because I actually wrote it down on my list in my top 5
Okay.
right here. So
Yeah. Jacob.
Should we just put ET up there and call it a day? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
probably all of our second choices. No, I'm gonna have to go with Rocky 3 if I'm voting for a movie outside of my own.
Jesus Christ, we're all gonna pick different ones.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
We're gonna
This might-
we're gonna need the
we'll
chat.
have to wait for
This
Keith and
this might have to be
Keith
one
vote.
of, like, we honestly on tiebreakers like this might have to literally just put up a poll and let people figure it out.
yeah.
Well, how about this? We'll come back to it. I want to get further into
Undecided.
the year.
Okay,
You're doing
yeah,
it for
because
4 more weeks.
Yeah.
you'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out in the 2000s. Yeah.
Okay, Dom, you get to lead us off for 1983.
1983. Damn it. So this is actually the year I felt like I had the biggest hole as just.
Okay, fine.
Depth.
I'll start with
Depth.
Keith on this one. 1984.
No, he still
is-
wants to go.
Go ahead. Let it go.
I was going to give him 1984.
Oh, I mean, I'm already hogging up 1984. I gotta stay true to myself, and I'm going Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Oh, shocker. No.
This is-
Keith went. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Explain if you want.
Oh no, I'm good. It'll come around.
Enough
Yeah.
said, right? Return of the Jedi. Enough said.
Go ahead, Brian. Let me
Keith went
guess.
with Trading Places.
Wow.
What?
Have it as
I told you.
Keith.
I
Okay,
told you.
go
guess
ahead.
Keith
Keith's favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi. Oh my goodness. All right. All right.
This one was really hard for me because if you have watched Apocaflix, you know how much I love The Outsiders. It was my favorite middle school book, and I'm not a ginormous fan of Return of the Jedi. It's not one of my favorites, not even in the probably top 5. However, I'll probably watch a Star Wars movie 90% of the time over any other movie. So I guess on this one, I'm going also Return of the Jedi. And Zach Burkett, you're in the chat, and you would kill me if I picked other.
All right. Well,
I watched that movie, The Outsiders, for the first time about 2 months ago. So
Brian challenged it to me like last year, and I liked it.
Yeah,
Don,
I
did
wanted
I
to
you-
work
love
in-
that.
No.
I love
choice.
The Outsiders. I love it. I want Steven Spielberg to remake that movie. Really bad. Sorry, Jacob London.
Yeah. Damn. Trading Places was the runner-up. But I'm gonna go with Scarface.
Ooh, see, I haven't seen that.
I was hoping somebody.
De Palma, Pacino. It's the eyes, Chico. They never lie.
In the 80s just made bangers.
That's whole, yeah, the whole.
I was like looking, I was like, damn, that's a good movie. Damn, that's a good movie. That's a really good movie.
Yeah. Where he starts, God damn it. Tony Montana. Wow, Tony Montana. And where he goes, man, just I still think about that scene where like guy walks in, he's like this hotshot, and you know, he tries to tell him, you know, what's up. But then by the end of the scene, he's begging for his fucking life. And it's just like, yeah, baby. And obviously say hello to my little friend. Boom. Just yeah. Come on now. Scarface. Somebody had to mention Scarface, and I'm glad I'm the one.
Thank you.
Jacob?
Yeah, for me, it's Return of the Jedi. I mean, I was looking at the list. There's some great movies this year, but like there's like 20 minutes of Return of the Jedi that are like way better than anything in that whole entire year. So I got to go with Return of the Jedi.
Fair.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to fight the 3 Return of the Jedis?
I don't think we can. I mean,
no, because
if there was 2 of them, you can. But
those who chose Return of the Jedi have to choose something other than but
no, they can choose.
They can choose the other fucking Return of the Jedi. God damn, fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Hey, at least I put Scarface up there. Okay.
Hey, I don't blame you. I've always
and shout out to Trading Places. Hey, Trading Places though. That's man. If you haven't seen that movie, like, it's genius. Yeah.
Okay. So Keith's 1984, which honestly might be the hardest year on the list. 1984 was a banger of a year. He went with The Terminator. Okay.
Oh,
nice.
I struggled between 2.
Okay.
I was struggling between 16 Candles and Temple of Doom. I went with Temple of Doom because it's my favorite of all the Indiana Jones movies.
You and Quentin Tarantino share something similar. You and Tarantino,
like one of the hottest takes I've ever heard.
You and Tarantino both love Temple of Doom, so there's that. I'll send you the link to the
I think it's the best one, and I will fight anyone to the death. I don't know. It will be a very quick fight because I'm not a crazy good Indiana Jones person, but I like that. I think that one's the best.
Until the new one comes out, but
yeah. Well, we'll see.
1984. The runner-up was Ghostbusters. Come on now, that first movie, fucking just insanely good. But
I love you, Zach.
Keith, The Terminator.
That's what you're picking too?
Yeah, The Terminator.
Interesting.
I'm going Terminator. Yeah, just man. Definitely a horror movie, man. Just you know what James Cameron envisioned, and you know this is his franchise that he started and was later ruined, but you know just those first 2 movies, like I can't wait till we get to the 90s. Okay, but yeah, Terminator for me.
Okay, Jacob.
This year is so difficult, man. Gremlins, Ghostbusters, The Never-Ending Story. To be honest, I love that movie, but there's only one answer here for me. Gio, do you know what that is? You're a bad friend if you don't know the choice.
Jesus.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. The movie has been mentioned on the show so far, and it's 16 Candles. hands down.
Okay, yeah.
Damn it! I should have
My
gone
bad.
with it. Then.
Yeah, no,
dude.
it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I was named after Jake Ryan from the movie.
Yep.
So like,
Yes, you were, man.
Yeah, I love this movie so much.
You love it
No.
over Footloose?
I love it over Terminator, which I love the Terminator. The Terminator's
Dude,
amazing.
Terminator. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
if I would have went with 16 Candles, we'd be up 2 on it.
That'd be
Jacob.
crazy.
Come on, Dom. Come on, Dom.
The Terminator is amazing, but you had it backwards. It is runner-up to Ghostbusters.
Oh,
I've
good
said
one.
this before. I will live and die with that movie. That is one of my favorites of all time. I watch it every year. You know, that's one I can
Ghostbuster
watch,
S. That's
watch with my dad.
Ass.
That's on my list of showing my child as soon as they can glue their eyes to a TV. It's like Star Wars, Ghostbusters. So
I've never
very
seen it.
Did you like? Oh wait, what?
I've
You've
never seen
Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters.
Oh
Any
my
of them.
goodness, Dom's gonna.
Okay, so
Dom's
we
out of here.
Hey, Halloween's coming up. Perfect time to watch it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Dom. Do you like Afterlife?
I did. I
It's
think
not
I like
bad,
it
right?
more than most people. I was entertained. You know, I was entertained, and I don't hate the idea of it continuing on further with like
Yeah.
you had the spin-off kind of teaser at the end there.
Yeah. No,
I wasn't
agree.
like, oh crap, like why? You know, wasn't I might not. I'm gonna watch the original before I watch anything else. Like hands
course,
down,
yeah.
never. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Very.
Yeah, I think Afterlife was like good enough for what they were going for. Like,
Mhm.
you know. Yeah.
I like the characters. I mean, Paul Rudd is very hard to hate. So
Yeah.
anytime he shows up in a
Exactly.
movie, it's like, all right, I'm enjoying him.
Do we want to leave this and keep going?
No, let's address this. Dom, which one you voting for?
Wait, I mean, the Terminator wins, right? Because you.
I mean,
Already
Okay,
got
so
you.
I would vote for Terminator.
There's all right.
If
and I would vote for
So-
16 Candles.
So Jacob votes for Terminator. Brian votes for 16 Candles. Dom.
I mean, I'd vote for Terminator, but like, there's already 2 Terminator votes for you and Keith, so you would win either way.
yeah, so Terminator
Oh,
wins
are we?
then, right?
My bad. Are we counting the votes that are already cast? And
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
of
the
course,
only
yeah.
flaw
Just-
in the play.
No,
Just
no,
'cause
it's-
Keith's not here.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I got so. All right, Terminator.
Does anyone feel the need to fight to the death for their movie?
Well, Gio, what movie do you vote for? That's not yours.
I mean, I would go with. I go Ghostbusters. Just
Okay.
it's my runner up, but yeah, I'm with you, Dom.
And Terminator was
Ghostbusters.
my runner-up, so I mean,
Yeah. Hey, man.
I have no
Okay,
hate
so-
towards Terminator. I just
Hey,
really,
we
really
get it,
love
man.
it.
See, this is what it's all about. When we're talking movies, it's all civil and
yeah.
like
No,
we all
I-
do it for fun.
When I was making my list, I was like, "Oh, my movie's gonna lose to Terminator," but that's okay. I'm okay with that.
That bigger.
Oh boy,
Uh,
Zach with the comment. I'll bet any amount my money on Back to. Okay, come on, let's get to 1985. Let's go.
I will start.
want me to start?
No, I'll start it.
Oh, you'll start.
I'm starting 1985 with The Breakfast Club.
Well, he lost his assumption already.
So, my runner-up was Back to the Future.
Jacob London, Clue was my number 2.
Never
Sorry,
seen
continue.
Clue. Yeah.
I'm adding.
But
that
for
to
me,
it.
1985, The Breakfast Club.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
The Breakfast Club. I cannot deny its greatness.
Well, make it 3 for 3. We're going Breakfast Club.
No
I didn't think this
way.
was gonna happen. Look,
Come
I
on,
love-
Dom. A clean sweep. It's not too late
Yeah.
to change your list.
No, it's not the Breakfast Club. Back
Jake
to the
is
Future
screaming from
with my
Turks
dad.
and Caicos.
Favorite movie. So I've seen Back to the Future. Like that movie's in my blood. So I'm gonna go Back to the Future. Make my dad proud.
Awesome. You can't.
That's awesome, man. Hell
I
yeah.
watched it
Actually,
again
don't.
recently. It's so good.
Actually, I don't remember what Keith's is. The color purple.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Hang on.
I
Damn,
would-
people are gonna be pissed.
Hey,
I
look,
will say that.
yeah.
I will say, I've seen Back to the Future a lot of times, but in my youth, I watched it a lot. But over the course of my whole life, I have seen The Goonies 138 times. So it hurt me a lot to leave The Goonies off.
Can I show this real quick? This is from 2015. It is a newspaper that is specially designed for Back to the Future, and I don't know if you guys can see it.
Junior arrested for that. Oh.
Yeah. So
It's- it's
that
kinda-
newspaper came out the real day that the movie
Of
was set in,
2015.
that he got arrested.
Yep, and as you can see right here, it's Jaws 19. and an app right here, and yeah, little Back to the Future
That's
right here, and a little
awesome.
bit of oh my god, what's his name? God, oh my god, what the fuck is his name? Damn, Michael J. Fox. I'm sorry,
Oh, I was like,
I couldn't get Mike Myers out of my fucking conversation, but it's
It's nice.
it's that right there.
Jake,
And,
I can hear him
yeah.
screaming.
Hey,
from
but
church
Jake
in
loves the
Jacob.
Breakfast Club too, but he loves Back to the Future more, for sure.
Yeah. Oh boy, I can't wait to get yelled at when we get back.
Hey, these are the rules that you set, Brian. So we got to stick with them.
Jacob, 1986.
Man, okay, so I said 82 was tough, but this year was tough, man. Like I haven't seen a lot this year. And no, I'm not going Pretty in Pink, even though I love Pretty in Pink. Aliens, oh my goodness. But I'm going Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's a classic. I love that film so much.
don't tease me like that.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Let me. I always spell Bueller wrong. Go ahead, Dom.
I will second that. It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, let's go.
Keith went with Aliens.
Yep.
Oh boy, that was my runner-up.
I went with Top Gun.
Yeah. This
I-
year's
Hey, before anyone says it's because of Maverick, that is a bunch of bull crap. Me and my friends in high school went, but we lived off that movie. So no, it's not because of Maverick. Top Gun is great. Maverick is better, but Top Gun is great. Gio? Ferris Bueller is my second, by the way.
So my runner-up was a movie that's personal to me, Heartbreak Ridge, Clint Eastwood. But for me, it's Aliens, plural. James Cameron.
Oh.
That's right, James
I mean,
Cameron.
I'm going to have to break the tie.
We'll see.
All I gotta,
Continue, Gio.
all I gotta say is James Cameron made a sequel to a movie that came out 7 years prior. And not only did he do that, but he managed to top the original with Aliens. And yeah, for me, that by far the best movie of 1986, subjectively speaking.
I've never seen Aliens.
Have you seen any of them?
I've seen Alien, but I never got to Aliens.
Yeah.
Ferris
So that's-
Bueller was my number 2.
I mean, come on.
So I mean, I'd have to go with Ferris Bueller just because of that.
So we all have to vote for one that we haven't.
I mean, unless you want to switch yours to Aliens.
You can't vote for your own pick, but since I technically did the same thing, you can still vote for the same movie you picked.
Unless you want to screw everything up and vote Top Gun.
Well, no, I say we stick to the rules and see what comes out on top. So, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You each would vote for each other.
Hashtag save Ferris.
I mean, I would pick Ferris.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. You can vote for. Oh, so I would just vote for. So it'd be the same thing.
I would assume Gio would vote for Keith. Keith would vote for Gio. Jacob, you would vote for Dom, and Dom would vote for you. I'm the lone wolf on Top Gun.
So what are you voting for?
I would vote Ferris Bueller's because I've never seen Aliens.
Damn it!
But who would you vote for, Jacob or me? It's. Oof. I got another pick.
Oh, that's true.
That yellow color is calling my name a little bit more than that light blue.
That's
I want the chat to be a tiebreaker, man. Aliens or Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Let me know.
I am planning on because I have control of the Twitter, so I am gonna put polls. I'm gonna make a thread of everyone's thing. So Ferris Bueller wins.
Thank you, Samir.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, at least I'll see all of you on opening weekend for Avatar: Way of the Water. Yeah.
I can't wait till we
y'all are gonna be there. Stop
to our decade, like our the last 20 years, where it's just gonna be an absolute shit show.
Oh yeah. It's it's gonna be all over the place.
Yeah. 1987. I went with you, Jacob, last, right? So Dom.
Damn. This one I thought was the deepest year and the one I had the toughest time with, but I feel like I'm going with the overall favorite still, and I'm going Full Metal Jacket.
Damn.
Keith went with The Princess Bride.
Hey.
I went with Spaceballs.
Of course.
Hey, one of the greatest spoofs, man.
Stop looking over all the Mel Brooks movies and just being like, yeah, I love it, but it's not my favorite. So, but Spaceballs.
I'm a child, so I am going with Spaceballs.
Oh, Thrall in the chat. Oh God, damn it. Good Morning Vietnam. If you haven't seen Good Morning Vietnam, that's Robert Williams at his best as far as comedic improvisation, aside from maybe Genie and Aladdin. But man,
so where are you going, Gio?
My runner-up was Full Metal Jacket, or it is Full Metal Jacket. Dom, I'm with you, man. I love that movie. It's so disturbing, but it's Lethal Weapon for me. Lethal Weapon, the first one, baby.
Partly.
Gotta go with your gut, man. I feel it.
Yeah, so my movie is on the list already, so it's gonna be interesting. And it is The Princess Bride. Princess Bride is my 1987 movie. I saw it recently, like 5 years ago. So it's I think that movie's hilarious. So this year was pretty difficult. I mean, there's a lot of good ones, but yeah, I lean more towards Princess Bride. I like the style of it.
This one, I was pulling my hair out with how many good movies I thought there were.
Dom, what was your number 2?
Raising Arizona.
Oh, that's a good one.
The Coen brothers.
Predator came out.
But
Predator did come out, yeah.
Wall Street, Broadcast News, Dirty Dancing, Planes, Trains, and
Heavy year.
RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this one was the hardest for me to just nail one down.
How do we want to do it, gentlemen? It honestly, it comes down to Dom, Gio, and me. Gio,
All right,
I'm not
Jacob.
picking-
Well, hold on, wait. Jacob, you're going with what?
Well,
The Princess
There's-
Bride one.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't it?
Well, no, because technically, I mean, you have 2 votes, but if someone goes full swing on one, if like Gio and I go after the same movie,
Yeah.
then it changes things.
Well, Brian,
my
what are you
list-
going for?
I've seen Lethal Weapon, and I don't think it's that good, so I'm not picking yours. Sorry, and I have not seen Princess Bride or Full Metal Jacket.
So you
You're
can't
gonna
really.
kill.
Let me
Huh.
look. I'm curious what Full Metal Jacket.
I thought
know-
you saw. I thought you
Don't
watched
repile.
for Princess Bride. No,
Wait, which one
didn't we challenge you to it,
is that? The one,
or was that
Yeah.
Jake? I think Jake was challenged to it.
On my list, I had Spaceballs as number 3 because it is my favorite Mel Brooks, but Princess Bride was number 4.
Oh wait. Oh, I did watch Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Willow.
Oh, I mean, I would vote for Lethal Weapon though, like as the second choice.
Yeah, I would probably go Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I'll go.
So
Full
you have
Metal
seen Princess
Jacket.
Bride.
On that note, you know that they're showing it at the Crest in a couple months, and Carrie Elwes is going to be there.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. I would love to watch it in a movie theater, like just
Showing at the
in-
Crest, I think at like the end of October or like
in
mid to
general.
late
Yeah.
October.
I might go to that.
Carrie Elwes will be there.
Actually,
I had a feeling you'd seen it, Brian. I thought so.
I was thinking of Willow.
Yeah.
It was only like a month ago or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
not
was
long
recent.
ago.
Yeah.
Another
Which
80s
means-
movie. I haven't seen this, but The Evil Dead, they're showing it at the theater down the street from my house, and Bruce Campbell will be there Saturday.
Oh wow.
what?
I've never seen it, and I'm
It's sold
tempted
out,
to go.
but yeah,
Of course.
I drove by the other day and I saw the marquee and I was like, that can't be real. And I was like, yeah, look it up. Yeah.
That's crazy.
1988. Keith.
88.
Come
He
on.
went with Big.
Oh, that's a great choice.
I don't know. I went with this one was hard for me. I actually still am not really decided.
What'd you go with?
Honestly,
You could pass it on and we could come back if you want to think about it.
okay, I'll do that.
There you go.
So my runner-up was Coming to America, but yeah, Die Hard. You fucking kidding me? The first movie, Die Hard.
I've heard of that movie. Halloween 4, The Return. No, I'm just kidding. Look,
I was
This
waiting
is-
for one of those damn movies to come up.
no.
honestly.
If the original Halloween fell in this, it would have probably won that year for me. But anyways, no. And here's another thing. So some movies I watched recently that we challenged to, and but they don't make my list. Like they're not my number one movie of the year. This one is, and it's Die Hard. It's got to be Die Hard. Come on, like Jake, I'm making
John
you proud.
McClane,
Die Hard is so good.
Dom.
Hans Gruber.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's Die Hard.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my two were Die Hard and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and since Die Hard won, I'm just gonna pick Who Framed Roger Rabbit just
Just to get some love in there for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I would do the same
And,
thing.
and honestly, I was kind of leaning towards Who Framed Roger Rabbit more, anyways. If I'm being honest.
Hey, but all three of those
Um,
movies are awesome.
This was the year where I was like, this is like the biggest, no question. Like I didn't have to think about anything. It was like,
Yeah, kind of for me too. Nothing else really came close.
Wasn't
Happy
this-
trails, Hans.
Yeah, wasn't Beetlejuice in this one? I thought people might actually pick that one.
Yippee ki yay! I can't say it.
All right, 1989. I'm starting this one because I was born this year, and none of you are going to pick the same movie as me because this is more of a sentimental movie to me than anything. True Beverly Hills. Anyone has ever seen that? I
funny you should
applaud
say
you.
that.
Beverly Hills.
It's funny you should say that, Brian.
Hilarious. Geo, you will become my favorite person if that is on your list. But I will get. Oh.
Go ahead. Go
No.
with whoever you're going.
No, I thought Jacob was next, but it is you. Go.
I've seen that movie. It's a fun movie. Dead Poets Society.
Okay.
My runner-up was, I know you're not thinking DC and Batman, no, but it was Born on 4th of July. That was my runner-up. But Dead Poets Society for me.
Great pick. Great pick.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. That is a great pick.
Mr. Bartley.
It's Batman. Come on.
Interesting.
Batman 89. Yeah, I wish that was just the real title.
I'm gonna say you've
Nice Uno reverse, because out of these two,
go.
I'm probably gonna.
I want to have a live person be last, so I'm gonna go.
I'm
Keith.
so shocked, Gio. Like, maybe you don't like Batman that much.
Yeah, maybe I don't. You know,
I've never heard of this movie. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Spike Lee.
Spike
movie.
Lee. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm
Like
right
one
with
of his
Keith.
classics. Yeah.
Mr. Don, our
Oh,
last
no.
movie.
Am I gonna get it?
Fill out.
Am I
Oh,
gonna
wait,
get it?
what was that?
No, hold on. That's Ferris Bueller. That's the wrong one. Do the right thing.
Oh, no!
Dang.
Oh my goodness.
You guys did the wrong thing and picked the wrong movie, but me and Keith had it.
Dude, Keith would be so happy right now.
That
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
that movie, I kind of want to go back and like rank my best of on this list. I know that'll fall in the top, towards the top.
Interesting.
of the list.
So are we giving
Would
it to
you
do the
rank
right thing?
the only your 10? Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I just pick my favorites, or like,
oh, that'd be interesting.
realistically,
Yeah.
I did five for each year, and then if I kind of
Wait,
like
how
rank
does
all
Do
of
the
them-
Right Thing win?
Is it winning? I don't know. It just
How
seems
does
like
it win?
won. Okay. So then what is everyone picking then?
Wait, but
Keith and
Princess
Dom
Bride
are up.
won 87, right? So
Yeah,
I
but
will
more
say
of us
that-
picked that one.
Dead Poet Society was my third on that year.
Okay, so Jacob, what would you pick out of these?
Dead Poets Society, but it's only I haven't seen Troop Beverly Hills or
And
Do
then
the Right
Gio,
Thing.
you pick Batman, right?
I'm gonna go with Troop Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's all even then? Except Batman's
Yeah.
out, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen.
Oh,
Dead
unless you
Poets.
vote Batman, then it's all evened up, I think. But
I actually despise that Batman movie.
no, wait, Keith Dom can choose Do the Right Thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would
so
do
Dom
that.
and Keith have 2 votes for Do the
Yeah.
Right Thing.
So there's
I
just
can't
4
vote for
right
Troop
away.
Beverly Hills. You voted for Dead Poets, which is 1. Fuck,
But
why
I
do
voted,
Yeah.
so it's 2.
for Dead Poet.
It's
No, but
2
you
and
should
2
vote
right
for your
now.
own.
Yeah,
No,
so Do the Right Thing has 4 votes and it can't lose.
Wait, how's
Because
that 4 votes?
Where'd your
Well,
math come from, English major?
Well, no, because all right, so I'm saying Keith and Dom would vote for each other's movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
that's
2.
Oh, so
Are we
thought you were
counting the
including
individual
original,
votes?
The original vote and then the
No,
second
no,
vote.
no. No, you're just counting each. Like, Dom would vote for Keith's. Keith would vote
Oh.
for Dom. That'd be 2. You would vote for
Yeah.
Dead Poet, which is 1. Geo picked Troop Beverly Hills, which is 1. And I can't vote for Troop Beverly Hills. I've never seen Dead Poets, and I actually legitimately despise that Batman movie.
You've never seen Dead Poet Society?
No.
Did you go to
is it
high
about-
school?
Yeah.
I
They
thought
like
that was like
making-
in the curriculum. Every high school had to show
Yeah.
that movie.
It's like a little special heist. No, I'm kidding.
So basically, in the chat, we all nominate a movie, and then we all vote for a movie that's not our own. So naturally, Dom would vote for Do the Right Thing because Keith happened to nominate it. Keith would probably nominate or pick Do the Right Thing off of Dom's nomination. So that's 2. Jacob went with Dead Poet Society.
We should
I
have
went with
Jake.
True Beverly
We should have
Hills.
Jake break
So
the
I suggest
82 and 80.
Do the Right Thing is already on the list twice originally. So to me,
Yeah.
that's a tiebreaker.
We're gonna go burn down the pizza store if you don't pick Do the Right Thing. You only get that if you've seen the movie. We're gonna riot. And we're gonna burn down the pizza joint.
What is the movie called? Do the Right Thing.
Just vote for Do the Right Thing.
Well,
You haven't
it just
seen
makes
Dead Poets. I guarantee you will love Dead Poet Society more than Do the Right Thing. For you, Brian. But
I mean, we could easily have Jake when he comes back, or we could put this to a poll of the fans in.
no, we
something.
have to finish this on here.
Okay. Then let's just go with Do the Right Thing since
Yeah,
it's, there's 2 of them on it.
89's Do the Right Thing. Fuck, Keith, you should be here.
He would be screaming for Do the Right Thing though.
Yeah, but then we should include Jake's list since Keith's not here and Jake's not here. So
Jake could have given me a list.
Married Life changed him, man.
I know.
already.
Okay,
Don't talk
how in
about it.
God's name are we handling 82?
well, so let's
like-
first.
We just
So let's
ignored
first.
that.
Let's just first put a vote to it. Like, who's going with what?
What do you mean? I don't
Just-
even know any of these movies. The only one I've heard of is The Thing. Well,
All right, Jacob,
that's not
which-
true. Star
Jacob,
Trek
which
too.
one are you going with?
Rocky 3.
Okay. Dom.
I would go with First Blood because First Blood. But if you give me 48 hours, I will watch The Thing.
Let's do it.
I'm 95% sure I'd choose that.
I'm gonna go with the Thing.
See, now I was leaning towards The Thing too. Even though I don't know any of these movies. All I
How
know is
about the
Con.
Can we?
Do you want the chat to decide this one?
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
Spam it.
hold
Jacob,
on
what
though.
do you
That like, how many votes are we gonna take in? Like, has Rachel seen all these movies or some of them? Because I like to. I think Rachel's a good tiebreaker for us sometimes.
Okay, put in the chat. Just curious if you want a say in this. Put what you think. So Samir says Wrath of Khan. John Booth says Wrath of Khan. Rachel says Wrath of Khan, which is all of this is none of what we any of us picked. So it equates to nothing.
So we got Khan, The Thing, First
Stardew
Blood.
says First Blood, Thing.
So Rachel said she's seen everything but King of Comedy.
Oh, ouch. I guess I'm out.
Stardew goes First Blood.
Okay. Well, oh, she chose Wrath of Khan already. Yeah. Okay. Wrath of Khan.
Okay, so Wrath of Khan wins.
No, that was literally none of us picked Wrath of Khan but the viewers.
It was
Oh.
like a suggestion.
So wait, how many people chose Wrath of Khan? I see
Okay,
Rachel.
here, let's go with this. I would pick The Thing. Jacob, what are you picking?
Rocky 3.
Okay, Gio, what are you picking?
I'll go with The Thing. I was this close with Rocky 3 just because I have the Tiger, but you know.
Okay, John, what would you pick?
I'd stay First Blood because I haven't seen The Thing. And you keep rubbing it in my
Fuck,
face. I don't like it.
I would so pick The Thing. God damn it. We should be allowed to vote for ours at least one of the years.
Then we would literally still be in the same situation we're in, except we
Nah,
just
'cause
wouldn't
I-
have Keith.
I'd pick First Blood. So
Well, duh.
Well,
Then, I mean, I guess that comes out to The Thing, but are we taking any fan suggestions? Keith's not on Stardew.
yeah, Keith is
I mean, I don't
at
know.
a volleyball game.
Yeah.
So
then we should next decade should be just those of us who are here, because
That's fair. We'd still be in this predicament.
I will have watched the thing.
Just one of his movies would be gone. Yeah.
Keith was in the chat. Where was he?
Where's Keith? I don't see him.
Oh, Keith.
Oh, Keith. Gritting my teeth. Keith, what would you pick if you... Here. Game just ended. Okay, Keith, what would you pick out of the 5 of the movies that isn't your own?
You can't pick your own, Keith.
Whatever Keith says.
In 1982. 1982.
1982. The suspense is killing me.
He's a big Scorsese guy, right? I'm in the run.
Yeah. It might be that, to be honest.
What?
While Keith is deciding, people in the chat, which of us have the best list of 80 movies?
Oh, that's...
Come on, chat. Which of us have the best 80s movies list?
You're going to save this spreadsheet, right, Brian?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The Thing.
We were leaning that way anyway.
Eh.
I'm not mad at that.
I like that. I think that's my only movie that only.
Thank you, Karen.
What?
Karen,
I was like, what?
Karen always got my back, man. Y'all, a lot of times it's 3-on-1, 4-on-1. So
all right. Here's our 80s list. God, we will have to rethink the way we vote next week. So, best movie of 1980. The easiest one that we started with. Empire Strikes Back. 1981. Raiders of the Lost Ark. 1982. God Help Us All. The Thing. 1983. Return of the Jedi. 1984. The Terminator. 1985. The Breakfast Club. 1986. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. 1987. Princess Bride. 1988. Die Hard. And 1989. Do the Right Thing. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. But that's going to do it. God help us all. We made it through. And it's only going to get worse.
It's not going to get easier.
Oh,
and
trust me. Yeah. 2 weeks from now, you're going to see half the spreadsheet's going to be Marvel. Watch.
You'd be surprised. I made my full list, and there was some things that even I was like,
How long have you known about this? Because I rushed to get this listed.
Well,
how long have you guys knew this was the topic? I got a text last night.
They only got
Dom at 24 hours.
Yeah,
24 hours.
I mean, I've had my list for months because I've been trying to get Jake to.
Well, no, Jake first announced it about 2 weeks ago on our group chat, but I'm glad you got on, Dom. I'm sorry you had to rush through your list, but I'm glad you were here, man. Yeah.
See, I could have had the Thing on my list, but I just preparation.
Hey, we gotta have Dom back next week if you're down.
Oh, believe me, I've already told Jake I want him through it, and Jake's like,
oh man.
Well, if he started it with us, he should, finish it if you're available.
If Dom doesn't get scared off by this one, then by all means,
dude, 90s is gonna be.
If the viewers want to keep me on, they can text the number down below. If they want to put me off the island, then that's up to them.
Check.
Hey, real quick. Sound off on movies in the 90s. What can we look forward to in the 90s? We got The Matrix and Phantom Menace in 99.
Well, see, the Matrix the 90s is interesting because you.
I don't want to give away some of my. There is movies I know.
Sound off some movies. We got Jurassic Park. We got Schindler's List.
Story.
We got 90s,
Toy Story.
Man. Titanic,
baby,
let's go.
Titanic.
A whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot of movies, man.
So, Daryl, thank you for the Stream Lab. The worst 1980s movies. Number 10, Superman 3. Number 9, Ishtar. I'm not sure how to pronounce
Ishtar.
that. 8, Ghoulies. 7, Mac and Me. 6, Jaws 3. 5, Supergirl. 4, Heaven Gate. 3, Troll. 2, Xanadu. And number 1, Howard the Duck, the worst movie. Highlander 2 is 1991.
Dang.
Oh, you had me at that until then.
Highlander 2. That's the one with Mario Van Peebles, right?
I don't even know what Highlander is.
I heard it's.
You
you
don't know
watch
what
the original Highlander.
Highlander?
Isn't that like a Braveheart style type thing?
Sort of.
Yeah.
A lot of magic.
Well,
Brian,
it's more mystical fantasy.
when Henry Cavill plays Highlander, yeah, you're gonna know what Highlander is.
Jesus Christ!
If that ever happens.
I feel like we'll have more variation going forward.
Forrest Gump.
We'll have a depth chart to pull from.
Exactly. There's more. The further you go, there's more movies.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
We're gonna have like a lot more.
The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. Oh my god.
Introducing Quentin Tarantino is gonna throw a big wrench.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Well, you can imagine Keith's picking all of those.
And a big
I will
thing
say,
I noticed,
Brian, our 80s list, like the complete list of the winners, that's a great list.
It's a great list.
It's a great list. Yeah.
I'm going to
Like,
publish everything.
It has 2 Star Wars movies, which no surprise, right? It has a couple of horror movies in there. It has some John Hughes movies. It's a great list.
Return to the Jedi barely made it out. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Well, kind of. But anyways.
See, it's only going to get tougher from here because like a lot of us, like Dom, I think Brian said you were 4 months off, but like a lot of us are 90s babies. Like, you know, it's just like we grew up in the
Brian
90s,
was born
2000s.
in 89.
Yeah, that's what you said. I got 4 months of it.
Dom, you're 89, right? Or am I mistaken?
No.
Oh, no. He's a sweet summer child. The baby.
My bad.
I'm 29. 28?
Yeah, so
29.
same Jake or same age as Jake, right? Like same year?
Pretty close, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is Jake. All right, well, that is going to do. Let's start plugging our stuff because we do have some stuff, especially some Apocaflix stuff. Dom, tell the people where you ain't.
I'm at my house. If you want my full address, you can DM me or something. But I'll do this though. If there is a movie out there from the 1990s that you're like, damn, this got to be on there, put it in the thing. If I haven't seen it, I'll watch it and I'll mention it at the next one because I watch a lot of movies. I'm probably
now you have time to research.
Yeah, I'm gonna bang out like 10 movies between now and then. So.
I love that.
Nice.
I can't wait. Mr. Geo, go for it. What do you got going?
Well, obviously here Apocaflix now every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Thanks for everyone joining in and, you know, helping out in the chat. We appreciate it. I have another YouTube channel, Fandom United, and talk about the movie news there. Hey, there he is right there, man. Time to hit the gym, bro. I am addressing the Ezra Miller, and we finally heard from him and his apology and whatnot. I'm actually in the middle of editing that video, so it will be up tonight. So stay tuned for that on Fandom United.
Awesome. Mr. Bartley.
Yeah, so if you want more of Keith and I, go to our YouTube channel, Bartley and Barnes. You can watch some of our old episodes. We have a lot of like movie reviews, television reviews, even like hip hop album reviews. So go check us out over there. And if you're into football or fantasy football, I have a YouTube channel called First Round Fantasy. Go check that out. We appreciate it.
I have my draft coming up. Mm-hmm. And then as far as me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, @Vallecino. I am on A Certain Point of View, well, with Jake, but not currently. And we have our Schmodown show. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Marvel Rewind comes back this week.
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk comes out Thursday, so that means that is back. Oh, I forgot. Okay. This might be my favorite of Jake's thumbnails that he might have ever done. She-Hulk.
Oh, nice.
Our episode 1 breakdown will happen on Thursday, scheduled right now for 7 p.m. because Keith is going to try to get on that one. So check out that if you are into some She-Hulk and want to talk about that. But yeah.
Hold up. Put that thumbnail back up again. Wow. She looks better than how She looks better than how she looks in a trailer.
I told him that might be
It's a
one of his best
still image.
thumbnails. Yeah,
It's really good.
I like the colors that go with it. But
You're welcome.
oh yeah, thanks. What is
I'm right
it?
here.
Bake.
You can make me.
I was gonna say bake Berlin, but bake Berlin.
Bake
Yeah. So Thursday, Marvel Rewind. If you are into some Marvel, some She-Hulk, we will be doing that 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But that is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for rocking with us through the 80s. Come back next week when, God help us, we go through the 90s. But yeah,
They're already putting movies in the chat right now. Oh my god!
Yeah, those are for Dom. He asked for suggestions.
I've literally seen like 99% of these.
Well,
I don't know what Three Ninja
Man.
Kickback is, but
feel free to keep even adding movies whenever you
Three
want.
Ninjas.
Tag if you want to make a list for Dom on our Twitter. Go ahead and do that, and I will send it to him. But
You may or may not see Demolition Man.
I've never seen that.
Demolition Man, please watch it.
For Apocaflix Movies, I'm Brian. Thank you for joining us. We will see you right back here next week. See you guys later.